Why you should not do a cloud certification? Yep, you heard me right. First thing first, let me clarify. Cloud certification are not inherently bad. Certification can be a great tool into your toolbox which can make your resume stand out from the crowd. So why I am saying that you should not do the certification? So let's break down the reasoning behind it. Reason number one, the certification overload. As you know, there are cloud platforms such as AWS, Microsoft Azure, GCP, and apart from that, there are certifications like Kubernetes, AI, security, and list goes on. It's just like watching every possible episode on all the show which are present onto the Netflix, which is unnecessary and impossible to watch. And do not forget that all the certification will cost you a certain amount of money and time. Instead of chasing the certification where you're putting your effort, your time, and also putting a little stress onto your head along with your day job. So think wisely before attempting any certification and think twice that do you really need that certification. Let me give you an example. Suppose if you're trying to do an AI certification, but your day job requires you to set up some server, do some Ansible automation, then do you really think that AI certification will do justice to your daytime job? Then my answer is no. Instead of achieving an AI certification, I would try to focus rather onto the Ansible automation, Ansible Tower, learning Bash scripting, mastering my Bash scripting skill, and also focusing on the networking setup of my server so that I can troubleshoot the issues which is happening on my production environment. The reason number two, which I call it as an asterisk effect. So whenever you complete a certification, then you get a badge, but along with the badge, there comes the terms and condition with the asterisk mark. And if you pay careful attention on those terms and conditions, then certification means that you have obtained the passing mark to clear that particular exam. It doesn't mean that you are an expert on that subject or you have a sufficient experience to be called as a super cloud expert on that particular area. Having said that, I will let you decide that what is important, gaining a real-time experience or learning the concept which you will never use in the real time. The reason number three, which I call it as the certificate collector syndrome. Nowadays, I see quite a lot of LinkedIn posts where people are posting their certification. There's nothing wrong about it, but it feels like they are just collecting a Pokemon card and they have some kind of obligation to collect them all. Trust me, when you put your certification badges onto your resume, then it definitely makes your resume stands out. But in reality, employers are just not looking for the certifications. They are also looking for some real world experience. For example, securing the data, implementing the secure pipelines, implementing the secure automation, catering the needs of automation on your on-premise servers as well as your on-cloud server. So these are some of the concrete experience which employers are looking for. Here is my recommendation. Instead of focusing on certification, I would encourage you to reply on the Stack Overflow, contribute more on the GitHub issues, and also write some blog posts so that you are just contributing on a real world problems rather than focusing on some theoretical concept which you are lesser to use into the real world. And finally, the reason number four. You only have a 24 hours and you have a very limited time to focus on to certain things. Then why not to focus on the things which brings the value? So my say is just focus on the skills and the experiences which will make the difference. So instead of focusing only on getting the certification done, just choose the certification which is really needed for your current job requirement. And that will really help you and accelerate onto your on-job work which you are trying to do or achieve over there. I hope this pointer will help you to get some clarity on the certification and the skill set which you are trying to learn. If you have any question, queries, or any topics which you like to discuss onto this channel, or would you like to prepare any session, then please put down into the comment section. And don't forget to like and subscribe and just follow this channel. And also you will find us content like Ansible, AWS, Terraform, Helm chart, and some live project which I have completed onto this channel. So just go out and check those sessions which will be really useful for you. So see you into the next session. Till then, take care and bye bye.